Grunoctis, a trade hub where fortunes were made and transactions could cost lives. Grav 2218 was here, drawn to the promise of something precious. The air was a cocktail of exotic scents and desperation. A place where anything could be bought, and anyone could be sold. The noise, the smells, the sheer volume of opulence mixed with poverty. Grunoctis was designed to overwhelm. Vesper scans cut through the chaos, filtering the noise, trying to find the one signal that mattered. Grav 2218. He was here somewhere. Lost in the crowd, lost in the noise. The signal led them to the Hollow Exchange. A place where shadows and secrets whispered in the dark. It was a place where anyone, including Grav 2218, could disappear completely. Every corner held a new temptation or a new threat. A place where trust was a liability, and survival a commodity. Vesper sifted through the data, seeking a trace of the fugitive. But there was something else. A signature for a quantum crystal. Desperation made people talk. Naji spoke with an arms dealer that knew Grav 2218 and a deal made with a local smuggler. Naji tracked down the Creel, a smuggler with a reputation for ruthlessness. He knew Grav 2218 and about the crystal. But he was visibly shaken, his iridescent scales changing color as he spoke.
The crystal you seek is inside a device, a box. He said it was a gift. For both of you. He is trying to break the loop.
The Creel's eyes darted to Vesper.
The loop caused by him.
Vesper's form grew darker. The news of the loop changed his demeanor. Suddenly, a high-pitched whine filled the alley. It reminded Naji of the sound she encountered inside the temple on Ascrato. A small dragonfly-shaped drone rounded the buildings at the far end of the alley. The Creel turned and bolted the other direction. His frantic run led him back towards the populated market. Naji gave chase, but the Creel's cybernetic implants made him difficult to catch. She rounded a corner as a disruptor beam blazed past her shoulder towards the Creel. The blast struck him. The compounds in the beam began to fragment his armor and disintegrate his form. By the time Naji arrived, there was only the strong lingering smell of ozone. The Creel was nothing more than ashes and scraps of metal. Vesper arrived and had tracked the drone.
I have a fix on the drone. It looks like the same mark of the AI civilization on Ascrato. If there is a loop, they don't want Grav 2218 to escape. Let's split up and follow the drone.
Panic erupted in the market. Using the chaos as cover, both Naji and Vesper moved through the crowded streets in pursuit of the drone. Vesper opted for another path. The drone flew with ruthless precision. Darting over stalls and vendors, the drone headed towards the outskirts of the market. Naji and Vesper reached a lone warehouse at the edge of town, a relic of the forgotten trade war, the perfect place for secrets to fester. Naji felt that Grav 2218 was waiting for her, not running, not hiding. He wanted her here. He wasn't a fugitive, not anymore. He was a guide, a reluctant one, perhaps, but a guide nonetheless. Grav 2218 dropped down behind Naji. She turned with her weapon drawn.
Wait, I know you have come here for the box, the crystal.
He held a device in his hand. It had a faint hum.
Tell me about the crystal and the drone. Why have you brought us here?
I'm afraid I can't tell you just yet. You have to trust me.
Grav 2218 activated the box. Energy arced outward, filling the warehouse with a purple glow. Vesper jumped forward.
Stop him. Don't let him use that.
But Naji froze, affected by the purple lightning. It had grasped her thoughts, her will. She screamed, but no sound escaped. Vesper began to shake as streams of his form began to drift away from him. He began to flicker violently, static crackling across his body. The ribbons expelled his form and Vesper began to fade, broken and frail. There was a final explosion of bright orange light. Vesper was gone. For Naji, the world began to blur and the sounds began to fade away. It was too late. As Naji faded, there was no one left. She could feel herself falling. She didn't know what was next. But she knew Grav 2218 didn't bring her here to harm her. There was something else.
I am sorry, Naji. You will understand in time.
Grav 2218 checked outside to ensure safe passage. He knew he must act fast because they were still in danger.
Time is short. Gotta get us both to the lab before the AI recalibrates.
The Dragonfly drone ascended into the Grunoctis sky, a silent messenger, its payload destined for unseen eyes. The events of the warehouse had been recorded and relayed.